Tiger Woods has inspired many golfers, and today I'm going to use 5 of his famous rules to see if it can help me actually break par here at Formby Ladies Golf Club, a course which I keep shooting over par at. So let's get stuck into the first hole and tell you a little bit more about these rules as well. So we're on the first hole, 266 yards, and one of Tiger's first rules, one of the 5, is no double bogeys. Now, this is a par 4, and as we look down the hole here, 266 actually sounds like a pretty simple, straightforward par 4, but for me, I'd need to land it round about 245 to let it bounce up to the middle of the green. But if you miss the fairway by just a couple of yards, you're going to find yourself in some pretty thick heather. And one of his rules is no double bogeys. Try and not make any double bogeys on a round, and we should see that the scores are coming down. So for me here, that's going to take that temptation now to try and hit 3-wood or rescue up onto the green, because if I just miss it, who knows where I'm going to be? It could be a lost ball potentially. So hitting 5-iron that goes 200 yards leaves me quite a simple pitch into the green. So that is one of the rules that we're going to try and abide by to help us score better when we're out on the golf course. Right, come on, little fade down the middle. Oh, it's a little bit left-sided. Bounce a couple of times and just probably trickled into a little bit of heather, but that is the first rule we've got to try and avoid. Comment down below, guys, what do you think I'm going to score following Tiger's 5 rules, and I'll fill you in on the other 4 as well as we go along. Okay, so we found the golf ball. If you just come and have a look at how this is lying, probably can't even see it, but it's actually just tucked in there. Pretty harsh. That's what I mean about this sort of just coming off the fairway. I'm literally 3 paces and I'm back towards the fairway here. But I've only got 50 yards to the front, 57 to the middle. A couple of bunkers here. If we just have a look at what we've got faced with, this is where another one of Tiger's rules is all about not making a bogey with 9-iron or less in hand. So that pin is pretty tucked close behind that bunker, is where I can play right of it and go a little bit beyond to make sure that I'm not making a bogey, because the temptation would be, oh, well, I've only got 57 to the middle, let's just go straight at the stick. But I'm going to play a little bit more cautiously. I've got 60 degree. I'm going to have to open it out a little bit and just give it a good old thud to try and get it out of this heather and get it up onto the green. Let's see what we can do. God, it's nasty. That is gnarly. Oh, don't. That was just so clumpy. Right. No bogeys with a 9-iron or less. Could we be breaking our first rule? Could we break 2? Double bogey. I need to up and down it out of here. Okay. Found ourselves in the bunker. Luckily it's on a bit of an upslope, so I'll be able to pop it out pretty quickly. Just throw it onto the fringe and let it trickle down from here. Nothing too crazy. Go on, run in. We'll take that, pin high. Not bad from quite a severe pot bunker. Tricky little hole, even though it's 266. Wasn't the start I had anticipated. That one. It was all to do with that missed fairway. Shouldn't be missing it with a 5-iron though, realistically. Shouldn't be doing that. Do you know what? I had a feeling I was going to do that. Right, not a good start. We broke one of the rules, bogey with 9-iron or less. So we're on the second. It's a par 5. It's 413 yards. I'm going to play it not just with driver and smash it, because potentially even if I did smash driver, yes, I would only get maybe 100 yards in, but it's so narrow, so tight. There's a lot of potential of losing the golf ball down there in that thick rough. So I'm going to play 4-iron, because one of the other rules as well is not to make any 6s on par 5s. Yes, albeit it's a little bit tighter and shorter this one, but still don't want to be giving a shot back just by hitting it in the heather like I did on the last. So 4-iron, and I should be able to get maybe 5 or 6-iron onto the green from somewhere around there. Oh God, that is left. That is not good. It is not good. Now, this is where, again, the sort of greed aspect comes in. If we look down here, because I've got a decent-ish lie, it's actually 195 yards to the middle now, to the front edge, but there's some bunkers up there, so it's a question of not dropping a shot on a par 5. I can probably, from here, I can hit a 7-iron. I would say maybe out of this lie. It looks a little bit like it's going to fly there. Yeah, I think I could get 7-iron and take out the first bunker, and then as long as I'm left of the other traps, that again's not bringing in that bogey into the par 5 equation. Or I just hit something, because I've got, let's see what we've got. I've got a bunker at 104, which is this one just down here. The next one is 150. And then we've got 183 to the others. So realistically, it is downwind. My 7-iron is going to carry out of this lie that looks like it's going to fly. My 7-iron carries those 180 bunkers, so I can go at the flag and actually get it all the way up there. Oh, it's straight at the flag. It's actually not come out as well as I thought, but I've managed to miss the bunkers as well. So by playing more over that other bunker, I'm taking that other one out of there. Let's see, once we get down there, what we're left with. Off we go. One of the other rules that Tiger talks about is no easy blown up and down. So what he means by that is that when you're around the green, if you've missed it in regulation, you chip, if it's fairly simple, you should chip it to pretty much gimme length and tap it in. Now, I would maybe class this as one of those scenarios where I've not got anything really leading up to the green. I've got maybe 10 paces of a bit of fringe grass, then the green, no obstacles in front of me, and it's very flat. So theoretically it should be a pretty easy up and down, and this again is probably an area when I'm doing my In the Red series and things like that, I'm maybe getting 1 in 3 of these up and down where I need to really be 3 of 3 to pick those shots up. So let's see if we can do just that. I'm going to play it like a bit of a chip and run. I'm going to take a pitching wedge, land it halfway and let it run out like a putt, because like I said a moment ago, there's not really anything in between me and the flag, just a slight little upslope onto the green. So if we land it before then, we know it won't affect the pace, and then we can let it trickle out. Sit. And that's a rule ticked off there. We've got a gimme. That will be a birdie for us. So we've not got any 6s on the par 5s, and we've not blown an easy up and down. And there we go. Oh, 1 putt. That's a birdie. We're back to level par. No rules broken on that hole. 136 yards. Now that feeds into the rule of not making any bogeys with less than a 9-iron, and you know what, the last few times I've actually played this hole, I think I've made a couple of bogeys, which when it's only 136 yards away, Tiger would not be happy with us. The wind's into off the left, so it's playing almost about 140. It's raining a little bit as well, which is going to have a bit of an effect on the ball. So I'm going to hit a little 9-iron. Normally it'd be a wedge. I'm going to go 1 up, play a little bit up the left and get it pin high, because one of Tiger's other rules as well is no 3 putts, and if I hit wedge, pull it back a little bit on the green, I'd leave myself quite a long putt and then probably bring in the chance of that rule being broken. But 9-iron, little 1, 3/4, little punch cut. Hold your line just right of the flag. There we are. Oh, it's just actually gone a tiny bit big there. I'd take that than being short though. I think I'll opt a little pitching wedge and just let it bump out and let it feed down to that flag. Come on then. Oh no, a bit bold. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We need to get out of this rain. This is not the nicest of conditions, folks. Probably chose the wrong club to play that with then. I should have probably played that with a 54. Just got away from me a bit. Well, that's cruel. The rain's coming down on me hard and I've had a horrible lip out. That's right, 2 rules that we've broke and 2 bogeys we've made. Okay, after a rain delay of about 45 minutes there, a fresh new gilet, fresh cap, fresh glove, we're back out on the golf course because it was a little bit of a monsoon there. So we left last time, I just made bogey. It's 2 bogeys, I've broken 2 rules which have led to 2 bogeys. I can see why Tiger tries and plays by these now, but we're on the 4th hole, gorgeous one, 286 yards, very tight down near the green. And again, this will probably lend itself to the no double bogeys rule here, because my instinct would say, well, just smash driver and wedge it on. But as soon as you get down there within sort of 60 yards of the green, we start to see trouble. There's a bunker in the fairway at 225. There's a bunker up near the green, one just short right, lots of gorse. There's a water hazard, a little stream that runs through. So I'm going to hit 4-iron because it's into wind, so that'll leave me shy of that 220 bunker, and it should only theoretically be a flick on then. So ideally we'll stay away from that double bogey rule and the no bogeys within a 9-iron as well. So just need a good solid tee shot and then we're good to go from here, and it is straight down the middle. That is what we want. So I wonder what you can do when you're dry. 80 yards to the flag, but only 75 up onto the front of the green. So the no bogeys with 9-iron rule here, what I've got to be careful of, with it being a bit wind into, don't want to try and play really cute. I almost want to hit this as if it's 85, 90 yards, 10 yards on. It's going to spin back anyway because the greens are soft after that bit of rain. What I don't want to do is leave it short, spin it, and then down the slope, and we turn it into a potential bogey as well. So I'm going to play this as if it's sort of that 85, 90 yardage, 54 degree, give it a 3/4 swing, get it by, hopefully get it spinning back a little bit and not risk coming off the front. So lucky I actually played to that 85, 90 yards because I didn't even quite get that and the wind gusted a bit. Luckily it's pitched up pin high, it has spun back a bit, but we've managed to stay on the green. Yeah, just pulling up a little bit there in the water at the end, but pretty much a safe tap in there across this bit of water. Will knock that in there. That was a bogey avoided. No mistakes, that's what we want. Don't break the rules, don't break Tiger's rules, and I don't make bogeys. That's all I need to do. If Tiger can do it, surely I can. Some idiot from Warrington. 5th hole. Awesome golf hole this. 116 yards today, but the wind, the way it's blowing, you can see the flag there. It's going like the clappers. So I think 116, that's playing the best part of, God, with that wind now, that's adding like 30 yards onto it. That's like 145 into the wind. Ooh, decisions. 119 middle, playing 150. We're going to go 8-iron. We're going to chip an 8-iron. Hit a low little 8-iron. Top tip, if there is any wind, generally if you go a club up, you can swing it a slightly bit slower and it'll take the spin off it, so it's not going to climb into the wind as much. Still got to commit to the swing, but here I can just hit it a bit softer and hit more of a flat chip. Just left of the flag. Oh, stay on there. Stay. Please, stop. I hit that nice. but it just gusted, and that wind is so hard. I'm glad I went to 8 iron. I could have hit it a bit harder, but just shows you've really got to take account for the elements. It's spun just off the front, so we should have a pretty simple up and down, which again feeds into that no blown simple up and down rule. Let's see if we can do it. You can see where this one's actually pitched up too far from the flag, but that little bit of rainwater on the surface of the greens is just adding to that little bit of slip on there. Normally it would have had a hop up and actually would have been a very good golf shot, but it pitches and just any bit of spin, it's just zipping it. So pretty straightforward now. We've only got the slight undulation, so it's a case of, do I putt it because there's nothing in front of me, or do I chip? Looking at the Tiger rule, I think I'm just going to roll a putter up there because it takes out any element. If I don't quite catch a chip, it's not going to get there because of the upslope as well. This I can just get it going forwards. Just got to control the pace. Travel, travel. That's pulled up quick as well. That looked quick when it went out. Left myself a tester, Tiger. I've done it again. So that's twice. Well, you could class the first as well. I've blown 3 simple up and downs. That one from the bunker, missed a tap in. There I've missed a tap in from the par 3. Missed a tap in. 3 bogeys, only 1 birdie. 2 over par. Not really bad golf shots. 8 iron pitched in close, spun back. Then just mistake there. Need to be sharp. I need to stop making these stupid mistakes. I think these are a really good set of rules that if you try and follow them, hopefully you'll have a bit more success than me, but it's making me engage a little bit more, which I like. So we're on the 6th hole here, and normally I would just blast driver over this copse of trees here, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Probably made more errors, bogey, double bogeys, than I have birdies doing that. Looking at the hole, the only trouble that I've actually got is that there's a bunker down here that's 196, 203 to carry it. Then there's another one at 279 in the distance, downhill, downwind, so I only need to carry something like 230 tops. So I'm going to hit 2 iron. I'm going to hit my 2 iron like 230. That should pull up shy of the 279 one and gets past that one easily, and I can just go over the corner of the trees, and that leaves me a fairly simple pitch in from there, like a wedge 9 iron, as opposed to try and take the hero shot on and not do it. Let's not let Tiger down again. Come on, Matt. He would hit it straight over the centre of that trap into the fairway. Oh. And there we go. Thank you, Tiger. Rule 1 done. 160 yards. A lot shorter to me. It's 135 front. Again, it's playing about a club downwind, so I think I can go pitching wedge because that's a 135 club, so this should fly a little bit further on and maybe get to 150 in a big bounce and skid off that water. Down the wind. Again, all about not making a bogey with less than a 9 in my hands. Oh my gosh, that was such a bad golf swing. I was questioning myself so much. Got away with that. Nearly a shank, that, folks. Nearly a shank. Ooh. Right, after that semi-shank, we're actually pin high on the green. Got a little bit of distance to cover, and this is into one of Tiger's other rules, which I don't think I ever really saw him doing a lot because of memory. He was always doing the opposite, and that is 3-putting. No 3-putts. We always think of Tiger of holding those great putts to win tournaments, win majors, as where I don't really recount many 3-putts, and that was one of his golden rules that he made sure he didn't break. So now I've got to put down this slope and then it all just gathers a little bit left towards the flag, but it's all about pace here. Go on then, get there. Tell you, if you listen to Tiger and don't break his rules, it's all about pars. Just need to listen to him more. 7th hole, it's only 246 yards to the middle. A couple of bunkers here, 223 and another one at 240. Another one at 247, so they're all the green side bunkers. The other ones are only 150 off the tee, so there's no point me hitting 7-iron and having a flick. It's more of a case of just avoiding these couple of bunkers at 223, which is down the right hand side. So into the wind today, I think the best play for me is to hit just a 4-iron and then have a 60-yard chip on. That is what we're going to do. Ooh, it's leaking over that right-hand trap. It's a great strike. Seeing it bounce, just the wrong direction. But shouldn't be too much trouble because I selected the correct club there. If I would have done that, say, with driver, because of how far it is, 250 into the wind, playing close to 290, leak it just a little bit like that, all of a sudden, big trouble. So we've got to our golf ball safely on the fairway, only 56 up to the front, 67 to the flag. So that's playing into yet another rule of no bogeys with 9-iron or less. So I'm going to hit 54, 67 yards to the middle. I'm going to play a little bit beyond that, just so I don't bring those bunkers into play. Hopefully bring it back a little bit and then maybe get a birdie, because we've got 1 hole left to go and we're currently 2 over. 3 rules broken. Not good, but we can get it back. Birdie finish, level. Not bad, a little bit right, but should be a good distance for a putt. Why? Right over the edge of the hole. I thought that was going to go in, but the wind pushed it straight. It's another par, folks. We've got 1 hole left and the rain's going to come down pretty heavy again, I think. So we're going to go up the 18th because the rest of the course is closed there for some drainage work. But let's get up there before the rain really gets us. Right, the final hole, 18th Formby Ladies, is a gorgeous hole. It's 346, heading back towards both clubhouses, the main Formby clubhouse and the ladies one there on the left. We've got a couple of bunkers up in the distance, but I think with today's rain and the way the wind is, we will see that the first one's 160, which is no either, then 243, 250 and 309. So I think the way the wind's going, we should theoretically be all right with this. Oh no, it's going right. And that little bit of rough on the right edge. Oh dear, this could be the double bogey rule coming into play. It looked like it cleared the thick stuff. We shall wait and see. Right, been quite fortunate again, pulled a little bit of luck. Landed here. I think it's just pretty much pitched and stopped there. Could have been in that long stuff, but we have 70 yards up to the front, 80 to the middle. The pin looks pretty close to the front here. There's a bit of a puddle around the green, so 54 degree. The wind's a little bit into off the right. Come on, wind, hit it a bit. It's nice, it looks about pin high. See if we can try and make a birdie to finish. So 5 rules there that Tiger swore by out on the golf course to make sure that he wasn't wasting shots. Don't make any 6s on a 5, no 3 putts, no blown easy up and downs, no doubles, and no bogeys with less when you've got a 9-iron or less in your hand. I've not been successful with the blown short game shots, which shows I need to work on those ones, but I think if you just try and follow those rules, obviously easier said than done sometimes, but just try and abide by those and think about those when you're playing, and we should start to see the scores coming down. I'm going to see if I can hold that putt. And guys, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully I'll finish on a bang here. There we go, that's one way to finish, guys. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.